What about that position you promised me in Men in Black?
You're breaking up.
Zed?
Can't hear you.
Hello?
I'll call you back.
I can be Agent M.
In Hot Shots Part 2, there's a funny cameo where Charlie Sheen's character, Topper Harley, is riding in a boat when he's interrupted by his father's character, Captain Willard from Apocalypse Now. As their boats pass, they both point at each other and say,
"I loved you in Wall Street!"
This line is a reference to both of them being in the movie Wall Street. Michael Jackson was offered a role as an alien in the original Men in Black, but turned it down. After seeing the movie, he asked director Barry Sonnenfeld to let him be in the next one as a black-suited agent. In Men in Black 2, Jackson plays himself as an alien, begging Zed to be an agent and saying,
What about that position you promised me in Men in Black?
You're breaking up.
Zed?
Can't hear you.
Hello?
I'll call you back.
I can be Agent M.
In This Is the End, Channing Tatum surprises everyone with his cameo as Danny McBride's sex slave, the Gimp, near the end of the movie. How exactly did co-director Seth Rogen convince the actor to take on the role? Apparently with a cleverly worded email.
That's Channing Tatum, dude, what the fuck? I call him Channing Tate Yum.
Before becoming a Marvel Cinematic Universe regular, Samuel L. Jackson made a surprise cameo as Nick Fury at the end of Iron Man. It may seem normal now, but in old days of 2008, it was a game changer.
Who the hell are you? Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Robert Downey Jr. straight up playing a dead dude in The Nice Guys was hilarious. Mel Brooks's films are famous for their many cameos, and one that stands out is John Hurt's appearance in Spaceballs. Just like an alien, Hurt has a problem with his food. Near the end of Spaceballs, he's dining with friends when something unexpected happens, echoing his famous scene from Alien.
Oh no, not again.
Bill Murray, you're a zombie?
No cameo is so surprising, so hilarious, and so genuinely triumphant as the moment when Bill Murray appears as himself in comedy horror flick Zombieland. Even though the small role was a huge hit, it was reportedly originally written for Patrick Swayze and also offered to Joe Pesci.
I'm such a huge fan of yours. No, I've seen every one of your movies.
In Steven Spielberg's Hook, Glenn Close made a surprising cameo as a bearded pirate who gets thrown into the boo box by Captain Hook. It's easy to miss her, but it's a fun nod to the idea that there's always one pirate secretly disguised as a woman. Marvel fans will remember the funny scene in Thor Ragnarok, where Loki, disguised as Odin, stages a play about his own heroic death. If you looked closely, you might have noticed that fake Loki was played by Matt Damon.
Build a statue for me. We will build a big statue for you. With my helmet on, with the big bendy horns.
In the same scene, fake Thor is played by Chris Hemsworth's real-life older brother, Luke Hemsworth.
So mischievous.
Even if you remember all of the most iconic scenes from the Christmas classic Home Alone 2, you may not have caught this super quick cameo from Donald Trump. He appeared in a scene filmed at his own Plaza Hotel, where he's briefly shown giving directions to Kevin.
Excuse me, where's the lobby?
Down the hall and to the left.
Thanks.
Excuse me, brah.
You're excused.
In Zoolander, it was fitting for the stylish music icon David Bowie to make an appearance. While the movie features other cameos, Bowie's role stands out as one of the best. He plays himself, judging a model showdown between Ben Stiller's Zoolander and Owen Wilson's Hansel. In the comedy Wayne's World, best friends Garth and Wayne are trying to promote their public access cable show, and the movie is filled with pop culture references. One of the funniest moments is when Robert Patrick, playing the T-1000 from Terminator 2, approaches Wayne's car asking for the boy from the iconic Sci-Fi movie.
Have you seen this boy?
It's a clever and hilarious nod to the Terminator films. When the goofy teen comedy Eurotrip started, no one expected an A-list celebrity. But early in the film, Matt Damon shows up as the tattooed and pierced lead singer of a punk band. His character humorously exposes the protagonist's girlfriend for cheating on him through a song.
I can't believe he's so trusting, while I'm right behind you thrusting.
In Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle, Neil Patrick Harris plays a hilariously exaggerated version of himself.
Excuse me, are you Neil Patrick Harris?
Yep.
He might be the funniest part of the movie, and even though he's playing a character, it's easy to believe he's really like that. The cameo was so popular that Harris came back for the sequels.
Yeah, I've been craving burgers too. Fur burgers.
You might have recognized Johnny Depp as the undercover cop who reveals himself at the end of 21 Jump Street, but what makes the cameo even more special is the fact that Johnny was the breakout star of the original Jump Street TV show.
Dweebs just ruined a 5-year investigation.
We had no idea. You're like an amazing actor, man.
Even in a movie as filled with famous faces as Barbie, John Cena's quick appearance as Mermaid Ken stands out. He pops up from the plastic ocean to wave hi and drink a few brewski beers.
My big guy is thirsty.
In Iron Man 2, Elon Musk makes a brief cameo where he mentions an idea for an electric jet to Tony Stark.
Good idea for an electric jet.
You do?
Yeah.
Then we'll make it work.
The director included this scene as a thank you to Musk for letting them use the SpaceX lab as a stand-in for Hammer Industries.
Good idea for an electric jet.
You do?
Yeah.
Then we'll make it work.
In X-Men First Class, Hugh Jackman makes a memorable cameo as Wolverine. He used 8 takes to try to get his line just right. The line was originally "f*** off," but on the 8th take, Jackman improvised by saying,
Excuse me, I'm Eric Lensher.
Sounds Xavier.
Go f yourself.
This unscripted moment was used in the film and got a genuine reaction from the cast.
Go f yourself.
It's not a Muppet movie without Miss Piggy karate chopping someone, sending a flying kick to a face, or in this case, throwing someone out of their own vehicle in order to steal it. That someone in Great Muppet Caper happens to be Peter Ustinov.
Hey, what's all the racket?
A lot of comedians appeared in the 2009 film Funny People with Adam Sandler, but viewers were surprised to see a cameo by Eminem. He absolutely killed this random scene, and for many, it's the most memorable part of the movie.
Hello, Marshall.
Fucking problem here, buddy? Would you like me to fucking bend over for you right now?
In Impractical Jokers, Will Ferrell makes a cameo as a background extra without any lines and 0 references. Believe it or not, former Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos appeared as an alien Starfleet official in Star Trek Beyond. The billionaire is apparently a longtime Star Trek fan, which is why he begged to be in a Star Trek movie for years, and finally got to cross it off his bucket list.
Speak normally.
At the start of Hot Fuzz, we see a police constable being stabbed through the hand by a crazed Santa. That Santa is none other than Lord of the Rings director Peter Jackson, hiding behind a fake beard and a padded suit. The best cameos are the stupidest possible use of a person. In Back to School, when Rodney Dangerfield's character is asked how he'll write a paper on Vonnegut without reading the books, the actual Kurt Vonnegut hilariously shows up at his dorm room.
Hi, I'm Kurt Vonnegut. I'm looking for Thornton Mellon.
Before there was Iron Man or Spider-Man or even the X-Men on the big screen, there was Blade. The vampire hunter played by Wesley Snipes arguably kicked off the era of modern comic book movies with his 1998 film. After a long break, Snipes returns in Deadpool and Wolverine, and at one point he says,
"There's only been one Blade. There's only ever going to be one Blade."